Okay, everybody. Are we ready for a space adventure? I apologize for the delay. Let me just type out some directives in the prime directive 1. This adventure is your adventure. As we go through our journey, we will name our characters after you. So type in your name into the comments. That was my computer telling me to plug in. So we go. So type your name into the comments. Kaboom. 2. Let's make as many decisions together as possible. Because this is a game that's all about decisions. It's all about decisions. It's all about doing fun stuff out in space with each other. And I deeply enjoy that. So, shall we? Shall we make a start of it? So here is a new game. We've got a ship to pick, and I think I'm just going to start out simply. We're gonna try a run which picks out. Oh, cool. Ooh, what should we do? Random ship, or we can take a list. Let's see. I've always had a soft spot for this one. It has 4 basic lasers. Which is a very fun configuration, I think. Because it means that your attack capabilities are, you know, pretty funky. And we've got Hasifa. We've got some different folks. And as you all out there chip in to say hello and figure out where we go, we'll take this adventure to the skies. But first we gotta pick a name for our ship. The Wobbly Waffle. Boom. So, everybody, are you ready for a show? I think, shall we go with a hard mode? That feels like a fun thing to do. The data you carry is of vital, or is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You will need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Tip: if fire is spreading, consider opening airlocks and doors to prevent oxygen from parts of your ship. Fire is quickly extinguished without oxygen. Alright then. So everybody, this is our ship. This is where we go. We have, basic crew. We can start our weapons. And prepare to jump. Though before we do, I think I'm gonna put take energy from the med bay and put it in our engines because we want to maximize that. So here we are. This is our little star sector system thing. Star system, I guess. Or sector? Yeah. So this is an unvisited star system. Basically, we can plot a bit of a course through all these. They will link in various ways as we go through. I'm tempted to go through the nebula, simply because it can give us a little bit more time for exploration. And that would be nice. Oops. Davesoft, Mario 2, classic. I suppose you should revisit it, yeah. Would you, okay, Davesoft, would you like to be endowed with the fun option of being having a name? Would you like a character named after you? That's what I'm saying. Kaboom. Let's switch on auto fire mode. Ooh, they don't like it. They're trying to run away. You're going for the glowing guy. Okay, our Zoltan. Yes. Okay, cool. Let's do a Zoltan for you. So, the ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Scrap being our resources. We've got ammunition for missiles and drones. Okay, so I heard somebody wanting to be a green guy. So, first of all, we're going to send some folks into the med bay. But while we do that, we can absolutely take... where is it we go? We go to info and then here. So, green guy. A Zoltan. Basically an energy alien. Davesoft, are you familiar with the game of FTL? Okay, so... Davesoft. There we go. We're now going to put our crew through, well, a nebula. Ooh, a pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's attempting to avoid your ship, you assume that it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. Oh, you made a Firefly mod. Ah, okay, that's fun. That's fun. Firefly, that was a fun show. So we're gonna attack this pirate, power up our weapons, and move into engage. So we are dealing with someone who has some missile capability. So we charge up our weapons. Ouch. Okay. Took some damage, but we're okay. We're gonna be okay. And now, let's see. Still damage, but no burning, it seems. So that's good. Searching for the remains, you find that the cargo was military-grade drone schematics. You bring them aboard to install in your ship. Okay, cool. Just 1 minute. I think I'm going to open up for some more light to come into the room. Ah, there we are. Okay. That's more proportionate to my screen. Okay, now we can see the rebels are closing in. A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. Well, I can't really purchase any unknown weapons because I mean, there's simply not enough scrap in our hold for that. But I suppose we could attack the ship and just see what we find. So, target their weapon systems, everybody. We have the advantage of surprise. Kaplum. Okay. Leaves behind some scrap material, and we continue. Ooh, a distress beacon. Yeah, that sounds like something we want to go to. When there are people in need of aid, then we should... Oh. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders! And, oh dear. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. You can deal with giant alien spiders if you have... like combat drones. Then you can deal with them. But unless you've got those combat drones, there's nothing you can do. A rebel ship hails you. Federation scum! We have waited a long time for this. So... yeah, we're just gonna target a little bit of everything, but focus on some on their weapons systems. Ouch! Okay. Let's see, we can probably get that repaired decently quickly. Powering up FTL, okay. But, we can just take on more of their systems and hopefully... yeah, there we go. Gonzo. And then if we take this unvisited location over here, then we can probably hit up a store after that, I think. Okay, so what at first seems to be a simple nebula is actually filled with a good amount of debris from a brutal exchange between several ships. The wreckage drifts by your screens and tumbles into the depths of the nebula to be lost to sight. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. We're gonna investigate the battlefield though. Seems like a good thing to do, but there's nothing there. And so we move on. Requests. All of our military ships have been destroyed or damaged during the rebellion. However, there have been reports of a Mantis war camp only a few jumps from us. Can you help? Mantises are pretty nasty, but I think we can do something. Okay, so they're gonna add a quest marker. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, it's over there. Ah, okay, I see. Okay. Well, let's go to the store first, and then we continue on afterwards. So, you find yourself surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail you and apparently have some valuable technology for sale. Yeah, okay, so we have this systems repair drone we can sell. Let's see, there's not that much here. I guess we could invest in some crew. There's always, yeah, there's a good case to be made that crew will win the day. So let's go with some crew investments. We're gonna invest in Alex. So we're gonna put him on door duty at the moment. Save our stations and yeah, and then we're gonna make a jump to next system. And I'm going with the mantis because the mantises are pretty good at combat, basically. A rebel space station and a single fighter is monitoring this beacon for Federation activity. A number of civilian ships are docked, awaiting inspection by the rebels and possible detainment if they are Federation loyalists. The rebels haven't noticed you yet. I think we're gonna bribe the rebels to release the civilian ships, maybe? And we get some resources from them. Hello, Katzenburza! How is it going? It's going pretty well. I was just out gigging yesterday. It was a lovely time. Music was played. It was all good. It was all lovely. And now we are the captain of a little ship. Captain Bursa, would you like to be a member of this crew? We are currently repelling some rebel invaders. Oh dear. We have a fire going. Ooh, the day is yours. Show us your honor by allowing us to leave with our lives. I mean that's 4 fuel, which is actually not that bad, but I think I'm gonna pass. I want more scrap. If they'd offered me more scrap, then I might be lenient, but as things stand, no. Okie dokie. So, yeah, 15 scrap and 3 fuel, so that's the difference. Okay, so to the info screen. So, Captain Bursa, would you like to be? Well, I mean, I think it's only fitting that we make you our pilot, isn't it? So that is Borman. Ooh, my stream schedule. It's relatively spontaneous, to be honest, but I try to make it at sort of an 8 o'clock adjacent time, but not a specific day. As it happens, many of them might be Sundays and Tuesdays, you know, those kind of days, just because, or Wednesdays perhaps, because they tend to line up decently with my schedule. Let's see. There we go. But then you show up as Capitan. What is more important? Shall we go with wouldn't it be more fitting to go K Burza like that? That might be good, given the space limitations. So, yeah, we have Dave Soft over there, and we have, yeah. Aw, that's great of you. That's great of you, Capitan. Capitan, Capitan, Capitan. Now we gotta repair our med bay. You don't want to be caught out without a med bay all of a sudden, you know, if there are mantises about. And speaking of which, I remember something about this quest. So, you find the mantis encampment, but there are far too many of them to count accurately. You send long-range messages back to the settlement with your findings, but unfortunately, there's not much you can do. It would be suicide to attack directly. But as we try to leave, a patrol spots you. Wailing sirens begin to blare around the camp, and the ship moves in to attack. So this is a situation where we want to take out their lasers for sure, but we also want to take out their maneuvering systems and such. They don't seem to have a teleporter though. Usually Mantis ships will be big on teleporters, but as such, that's not where these guys are at. Now we gotta go heal some folks. Doobity-dow, you've arrived at the long-range beacon. Well, you might be a newbie captain, but you know, everybody's new at this game when they start, right? So our dear Captain Burza, he has evaded one shot, right? That's how much you've evaded, my dear Capitan Burza. You know, you've got some ways to go, but you have gotten your first achievement, so to speak. We are going to improve upon that 1,000 times, don't you worry. You will do your best. So, we can go to civilian or NG controlled. I am thinking NG might sound fun. So that's where we're going. We've arrived in NG space. You know what, I think I'm just going to turn up the music a little bit, because the music in this game is very, very chill and very lovely. Okay. Ooh, 2 stores right up front. Yeah, that's right, you gotta start somewhere. I haven't tried the multiverse mod for FTL. I've basically only played the vanilla version, and you know, with the expansion that came along, you know, the DLC, whatever you call it these days. You know, when I was young, games would come out at a specific time, and then afterwards there would be expansion packs and whatever. Now it's just DLC, DLC, DLC all the way. So I just have the DLC. Let's see. Attempt to help the ships by prying them apart. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Oh, to your surprise, one of the NG vessels attacks. One ship detaches itself, surprisingly still quite whole, and opens fire. It looks like it somehow identified you as hostile. Aaron Hendricks, by the way, would you like to join the crew? Formally speaking. It's our very, very successful crew here aboard the Wobbly Waffle. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think the vanilla version of this game is, you know, it's just got something, you know? It really does. There we go. That should keep us safe for a while. We've smashed most of their weapons now. Yeah, you can be our lovely weapons man. Yeah, or our, should I say, our weapons mantis. Yes. Oh, Capitan, I'm so happy that you enjoyed the Gondor series. I'm really enjoying that as well. It's been uphill a few times, but I think we're hitting the groove with Gondor, and it's been a fun journey. So, let's see. Aaron Hendricks with CKS 55. Oh, bugger me! You can only have 1 5. I'm sorry, Mr. Aaron. Yeah, there you are. No capitals. But yeah, I'm glad that you're enjoying the series, Burza. I will continue it. Next week, probably. For Tuesday, I think. I'll plan to release an episode on that on Tuesday, I think. Let's see. Unvisited location. Even though each individual entity is made up of trillions of nanomachines, their culture still revolves around traditional social interactions. A nearby station seems to be constructed for entertainment of passing NG travelers. Oh dear. So, if we are to progress, we'll need to come back to one of these points. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this one. Great to hear. Great to hear, Aaron. I'm not quite sure whether to stream the next Gondor episode. It sort of depends on my plans for Tuesday and how it turns out. And also, you know, domestically. You know, I live with my girlfriend, and sometimes we just enjoy spending time together in the evenings. So it depends on our plans. I will make some community updates for that on the community tab on the channel. I'll make an announcement on when I stream. I'll try to do that tomorrow. A Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. I mean, we could send an away party to investigate. This is basically a coin flip. What do you say, everybody? Do we do we send an away party? Do we send an away team? Anybody want to volunteer for an away team mission? With uncertainty of success? No certainty that you'll be coming out alive? As a non-responsible captain, I think we should go. Okay. Away team away. Okay, it seems, Captain Bursa, you have made a great decision. You find a hidden Federation outpost. They message you. Quick! We've just got a word from a sister outpost that they've been discovered by rebels and are under attack. If you're still loyal to the Federation, go save them. Okay. I solemnly swear that we will save these people. If it's convenient to our cause. Let's see. Ooh, they're all the way up there. That might be tricky, especially because that's a dead end, so to speak. So we'd need to come back then the way we came. Okay. Well, let's try to go to a store and see what we get. I'm gonna see if we can get a crew teleporter. Nope. No teleporters. Okay. Let's do some basic repairs and we can jump to... No, the next door is now gone, basically. For all intents and purposes. So here's what I think we should do. We're unlikely to find another store in this system. It can happen that you have 3 stores in the system, but I think it's unlikely that we'll find another one. So I'm going to start upgrading our ship a little bit. Yeah. And we're simply going to start with 2 points into engines. And then we're going to proceed. Next stop on the journey. No need to repair damage. Okay, so what do we have? We have probably 6 jumps before the rebels catch up with our exit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So doing that quest takes us to the decidedly uncomfortable. Well, let's continue to the distress beacon and see where we get. Ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid is giving off the distress call. Shall we investigate? Could be dangerous. What do you say, everybody? This is when you can let me know where this shall go. In the meantime, I'll pour up some water. And I'll keep my eye on the chat for all of this. Maybe now we shall focus on quests. Yeah. It's certainly. We should definitely try to focus on our quest, but in the meantime, this one we need to make sure that it's going places. Do we want to search for the ship? Okay, I'm gonna say we search for the ship. You find the decaying remains of some kind of ship coated with ice or crystal. You send some crew members aboard to explore. Nearly everything is either destroyed or unidentifiable. But one of the weapons appears to be salvageable, and there's a strange stasis pod that catches your eye. I am not going to go for the stasis chamber. That is too dangerous with what we got. But we're going to take the weapon and any spare scrap. So we got a Hermes missile. That's fun. Okie dokie. So, the quickest route to our quest is what we're going for. An enemy ship in the vicinity, seeing you jump in onto the... Why is the chamber dangerous? It's because it could contain a mantis that will just jump out and kill one of your crewmates. Now, there are a couple of ways around that. We do have mantises. Sometimes that helps, but I don't feel it always does. But if you have an upgraded med bay, then any wounds that they may have inflicted upon your crew members can be mitigated. And so that will save you. But we don't have an advanced med bay. We have a basic one. And so we are unable to safeguard ourselves from the potential outcome of a stasis chamber gone awry. And since we had to choose between them, I'd rather choose the certainty. You know, the certain outcome. See, I'm just trying to fix a light over here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to explain that I'm friendly. So that sounds fine with the explanation. Beneficial. Yay. Okay. Good. Jump. Yeah, exactly. I agree, but there's no point in making enemies when we can avoid it. And here, fuel for scrap. This is a very decent price, actually. So if we're ever gonna buy scrap for buy fuel for scrap, then this is it's about as good a deal as you're gonna get. So we're gonna take it. It's gonna safeguard us for a while. This is gonna be cutting it close with the rebel fleet. Ooh, arrive in the sector to see a small outpost being bombarded by an automated drone. This must be the Federation base you were told about. Let's just fire a broad salvo. We're gonna broadside these people. So far so good. And we did it. I'll just be fitting a little light on a charge here. Whee! So, scrap for wreckage. Ooh, you contact the station once the rebel ship is destroyed. The lone survivor responds. The space is no longer safe. Let me join your crew and I'll have the station's drones patch up your ship. This is as good a time as any to ask if there's anybody out there who would like a name or, you know, like to be a former member of our crew. We have Hector here. He's a lovely guy. Actually, I think I'm going to swap spots. So Hector goes for door duty and Alex, our Mantis here, goes for sensor duty. All right. We're just gonna continue until we find something. Ooh, a healing burst. Nice. Just drifting in space. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged up, you can jump to the next sector. Yeah, let's find a store. Let's find a store. They have a teleporter. And we... Yes, I'll absolutely explain what each crew member does, especially when we have a teleporter. Okay. This game has just changed for the better, everybody. You may not know it, but you're gonna find out. So, at this point, we have... let's start with the types of positions that we have. So we have different systems on our ship. So we have shields, you know, generating the shield around us. Putting crew members there speeds that the regeneration of shields up. Then we have engine room, which works in tandem with our pilot to help us evade enemy fire. Then we have our weapons room, helps charge up our weapons faster. And we have some, let's say, subordinate systems that you can boost, but do not relate directly to combat. So one is doors, which allows you to control and lock and then reinforce on later levels the doors of your ship so that you can keep out invading people from getting into certain rooms, or you can stop fire from spreading as easily through the ship. Then there is the oxygen room, which doesn't have any tangible benefit from the place from putting people in there, from being managed directly. Med bay, same thing, but you can heal your folks in there. And then you have the sensors, which, you know, when manned, can also upgrade your functionality of your sensor array to make it easier to spot stuff. There'll be you'll be able to look within the ships of your opponents, and on higher levels you may even be able to accomplish certain missions that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a little bit of a crew rotation. So now we have 2 mantises, and we're gonna put these mantises in the teleporter room. This is a very special room because it allows us to teleport our crew onto enemy vessels, so that we can go into basically like one-on-one combat with enemy crew. And yeah, let's get some of that action going. The reason why that's desirable is that it can be a quick way to immobilize an enemy ship, and if you can take out all the crew of an enemy ship as well, then you will be better able to find resources on that ship. So it's it'll mean that each encounter can actually give you greater bonuses if you have crew teleporters. So it's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the small station is offering a deal. Well, a deal. Okay, it's not a particularly exciting deal. I think we're just gonna ignore that. There's a store there, but we don't really have anything to sell or buy with, so. Yes, we have a Stormtrooper mini-team. That's exactly what we have. You happen upon the remains of a space station. It has been mostly picked clean, but there appears to be a few materials that will aid you in your mission. Okay, nice. Now, something that's really risky about the whole boarding system is that if you lose, is that you can lose your boarding party, and you can lose them in a couple of different ways. One is they are on the vessel of the enemy, and the vessel is destroyed, and then they die. Simple as that. But also, if you jump away from a fight in which your folks are already on the enemy vessel, even if the vessel is still intact, you will not be able to get them back. You're just jumping away from them. You've left them. They're out of the game for good. So that's another way to lose them. And of course, then also in single combat, right? If they get bested in melee, then yeah. But now we get to test our lovely crew. And we will keep on a couple of weapon systems. We're gonna activate our shields. Yeah, so we want to destroy... Okay, something about boarding as well. Oh, you're seeing this game for the first time, Capitan. I mean, this is a fun game. I really like it. But anyway, so... yeah, we'll be leaving no one behind here. No. In true Picard fashion, we will leave no one behind. And we have something here. This is interesting. This is a cloning bay, and it will clone dead crew members as a way of bringing them back. So in order to successfully defeat our enemy, we will need to take this room out. So we'll have to put our lasers to the task of smashing that room whilst our troops are on board. So let's see how that goes. That's a bit of a risky business, but we're gonna have to do it. And we're gonna send our troops into the weapons system. Okay, so these guys are humans. And now mantises are lovely because if we because they have bonuses to fighting. So they will kill the enemy faster than they are killed. They dish out more damage. And great, we have managed to take out their little cloning bay. But they've also sent troops our way, it seems. It's interesting. In the long run, we might want to have a cloning bay as well. A cloning bay can also help you out if your crew members are stranded on a ship that then gets destroyed. You know, that's yeah. Let's see. Let's just keep our weapons ready, but unused for now. Good. Okay. Now we see that we have an unfriendly visitor over here. But yeah. We're gonna take care of him together. As a team, you see. He beams back. And he's gone. And we got it. And for our troubles, we get not only scrap from this encounter, but we also get a hull smashing laser, Mark II. Which we can sell for a decent penny, actually. Let's see. So here we have a couple of folks we can send over to repairing our system, there. And then we're going to return our Mantis warriors. And we're going to re-engage our oxygen system so we do not, you know, die. Kapalka. Let's see. If we send people back, yeah, this is where they go. Very nice. Let's move on. Ooh, another store. Okay. I'm thinking of going to... I'll hit up this middle one first, then store, then distress, then store. So, small rebel ship, demand surrender of their goods? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Ooh, they have drones. Which means they may have combat drones. That could be potentially tricky, but let's see. First of all, we're going to target their weapon systems, and then we're going to teleport. Where we're going to teleport into? Yeah, let's target their bridge. So now we have a teleport room and our mini team, but I think we should have someone on the radar module. Yeah, it would be nice, especially for a situation like this, because it allows us to see what we're doing before we get it. But we can get the same effect as a person on the radar module by upgrading it once. So maybe we'll just look into that. We'll see. Somebody's coming. Ooh, yeah, they have combat drones. Okay, these guys are pretty tanky. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. We need that one repaired. Okay, that takes care of their beam weapon, but we're still under danger from their laser. That's a burst laser too. Those are some pretty nasty weapons. They can do a lot of damage, as we saw. Now, the worry here is that they might actually be able to jump away. No, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move our troops down there. And we're gonna aim our lasers on their FTL. Oh no! Ah, no. Ooh, this is tense. Okay, we need more hands on deck for taking care of our basic for taking care of those repairs. This is gonna be close. We're still gonna shoot at the. Okay, we're gonna shoot at the. Engine system. And we're gonna be ready. Oof. Yeah, okay. This is tense. Okay, he's gonna make it. Okay. And then, boom. Take them home. Oh. Enemy FTL delayed. Okay. Whew. You've done decently, Captain Burza. You've kept us alive. That's good. So, Hector, you are on repair duty down there. And Kapalka, you are back on engine duty. They have some pretty powerful shields on that ship. I have my doubts that we're going to be able to do much about them. And at this point, their FTL is charging, and it's, you know, they're gonna leave at any moment, so we're not gonna be able to take them out. But we will survive with all our ship systems intact. But they will go away, and they will warn our enemies that we're around. So they're gonna give the rebel fleet that's coming up behind us an annoying amount of detail on where we are. Okay. Now we need to get some level of oxygen into that room. Okay, repair please. And guys, just get on that thing. Good. Close all doors. And then we want Dave to get some healing. And oh yeah, we didn't turn on the oxygen system. So when those stripy lines come on, that shows you that a room has run out of oxygen. So, breathe easy, my friends. We are back in business. At this point, I'm not sure I have. I mean, we have a hull laser, so it's possible that we can find something interesting at the store. But we also have limited jumps, and the rebels are going to move further next time. So I think I'm going to go straight for the distress, and then for the store up there. You arrive at a distress beacon near a small asteroid belt and find a ship with pirate markings partially crushed between two large rocks. It must have been illegally mining the belt without proper equipment. I am going to be good-hearted and try to dislodge them. Yes. Okay, one of our cannons is disabled. Okay, this is a good opportunity to talk about energy systems in this game. So, you can see that each of these lasers, they have a little bar next to them, and there are 4 bars here, right? This means that we have 4 potential energy bars that we can plow into our weapon system, and each of these weapons needs 1 bar in this system to operate. Then, we got that new laser that has a 2-bar requirement to operate. So it would take the space of essentially 2 of these weapons. Or not the space for the weapon, but the power requirements for 2 of these. And so a key part of the game is to balance your power requirements between different systems, because power that you use in your weapons is something that you can't use for healing your folks in the med bay, or keeping on your oxygen supply, or keeping your teleporter active. So you gotta balance all these issues. I think we're gonna try to shoot the ship, and you fire a few volleys. Without shields, the pirate ship takes a beating, but eventually pulls free. They thank you for your assistance. And then we can go to a store. But my immediate plan is to sell the cannon that we found, because I think we can find something that's better to our needs. Since we are dealing with more of a, should we say, a boarding strategy, then it becomes a lot more attractive for us to be focusing on stuff that doesn't damage our troops, and stuff that doesn't damage the hull. And if you look at this is a hull laser, so this is specifically designed for destroying ships. This is not what we are after, basically, but it does fetch us a little bit of dough on the market. Now here's an interesting thing, a chain Vulcan though. This is one of those weapons that's really fun in theory, but it takes a lot of resources for you to use well. Because it sort of charges up over time, so each time it fires, it'll decrease the cooldown between firing, so it'll end up going, you know. And if you have 2 of these, obviously you're just basically massacring ships left and right. But at this point, I'm not certain that this is the best thing we could do. What I can say though is that iron weapons are very good for our purposes, because they can disable enemy shields and enemy systems without damaging the ship. So we can keep our crew alive on their ship whilst taking their systems out. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell one of our lasers, and I'm going to buy an ion and a drone recovery arm. A drone recovery arm basically means we get more scrap, more resources at every turn. And then we're going to repair a few points, because why not? So now we have this ion over here. Yes, exactly. Upgrading our ship will be a priority at the moment, so that we can use better weapons later on. Though for now, I mean, 4 points in weapon systems is not bad. That's actually pretty good for a start, for what a ship might start with, and this model of ship does start with that. So that's really good. So we're gonna keep that for a while and make. If we can find another heavy ion or a lighter ion, then we can swap out some of these for ion weapons. And I would really like to have ion weapons and focus on, you know, breaking and entering, so to speak, because I think that's fun. So that's what we're gonna do. Missile shoots across your bow when the jump completes. Your scans quickly reveal a ship with pirate markings pursuing an unknown vessel. The pirate hails you. Damn it! We weren't expecting company! Stay out of this or you cut profit! Right. No, I'm gonna attack the pirate. Stops its pursuit and locks weapons. Okay. They have a lot of weapons, it seems. And they have drones. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to damage... But yeah, we're gonna try to damage their drone system, I think. And then we're going to send over our crew. And we're gonna send it into their weapons bay. And we're gonna see what happens. Ooh, they have mantises. Okay. And it seems that their mantis has a bonus to attack. We need to upgrade our... Yeah, we'll need to upgrade our teleport system so we can react quicker to something like this. Oops, that's a med bay down. We don't want that. Okay. Let's get in there. Okay, so what we've done now is we have swapped it around so that our more beaten down Alex is taking on the person who won't be dealing as much damage to them, and our one with better health will be taking on and defeating their mantis, and then we should be able to defeat that. Yeah, good. Let's see about this. Yes, and the NG comes in right where we want them. And we got him! The pirates are all dead, leaving their ship dead in space. You scrounge what you can from their ship before contacting its former prey. Upon closer inspection, you realize the ship under attack was a rebel scout. It's too damaged to put up much of a fight. You know what? I'm gonna use leverage gained by saving their lives to convince them to delay the pursuing fleet. And we're gonna return our... Oh, bugger. Yeah, they sent a drone at us before the ship was destroyed or immobilized. And now we have to go fix everything. Good. And back we come. And now we can see that Aaron is already picking up the tools of the fighting trade. He's gotten 10% more damage at this point. And Alex is falling behind a little bit. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's see. So now we have stopped the rebel fleet from moving for one turn, which is really good. It gives us time and options. We can explore a bit better. So, I think we've found all the stores that are available to us in this sector. But you know what? Oh yeah, we have a door system to repair. Well, we can put our folks over there to repair it at the moment. Now. Or maybe we should just send Hector because he's sort of our repairman. Okay. Ooh. A forward scout of the rebel fleet. They are powering their FTL systems. Ooh dear. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take out. We're gonna see if we can keep their weapon systems immobilized. We're gonna target the. Actually, no. Yeah, we're gonna target their steering, their piloting, and then we're gonna try to defeat their assailants one by one. It's pretty good. Yeah, start by smashing up their piloting. That delays their FTL. We could probably do with damaging that one. Keeping up. Ooh. Now they're sending flak our way. And narrowly missed us. So that's good. Okay. Dave is getting really good at weapons now, which is good. That's very nice. Let's get into their weapon systems. They still have plenty of health, so we're not too worried about that. And now they don't have anywhere to hide. Two and 3, damage that one. Let's see. Okay, good. Haha. We're gonna stop that. Ooh. We took a little bit of a beating there, but that's okay. What do we do first? First we bring those back. We take care of our oxygen. That's going to be important. Yes, the shield counters flak. It does. Okay, so missiles go through shields. They invariably do. Flak can be good at taking out the shields or causing widespread damage, but they are also a little bit easier to evade usually. At least I tend to find that they're easier to evade. Yeah. We need our captain healed, so let's get him. There we go, and back into the chair with you, good sir. Flak can be a very neat weapon. It can. I think we need some better defensive stats soon. Okay, so how much time do we have? Okay. Realistically, like 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and we're in it, and that's bad. So let's go and see. Do we have anything we can sell at the store? Not really. Well, let's see if we find anything else. There'll be other stores and other systems, obviously. So, ooh, a mantis ship. Let's see. It's not too bad of a hit. It's a pirate ship, that's why. It's not a mantis ship as such, it just looks like one. Ooh, okay, we found NG crew and a Mantis crew. Okay. Oops. Hector, you've got yourself a job. Our Mantis is slightly better than theirs, so boom, there we go. Let's see though. Let's see if we can evade that. Yes, we can. Good job, Captain. Yeah, our shield is doing a lot of work. It definitely is. And right now it's actually not doing that much work, but we're gonna make it do some work. Whew. Yeah, we should definitely get some hull repair whenever possible. So we heal some buddies and ow! Yeah, go to the store and do some repairs. We still have relatively cheap repairs, so we're going to make use of that. And then I'm going to invest in some more power. So we can keep our systems on a bit more of an even keel. Ooh, okay. We can't see anything because our sensors are damaged. And there's probably... Yeah, there's a fire in the door room. No fire there. Okay. We're gonna have to rotate in and out some crew over here. So these guys to put out the fire, and then we just rotate a repair crew in like that. Our dear captain can also go and heal. We can't really fire 4 lasers at a time anymore because we sold one of them. But we have 3 lasers and an ion, so if we want to do that, we can. But I'd rather focus on the ions because they're gonna keep the ship, the opposing ship, alive, but still gonna be able to disable systems, especially shields. I mean, ions are very good against shields, so gonna make full use of that. Dangerously close to a rebel ship. Oh dear. Okay, it's time for some Yes, you did try your best, dear captain. And you managed to put out the fire, so that's good. The thing is, you can put out a fire by cutting off the oxygen. The best way is to vent out the oxygen. But, of course, we didn't have that opportunity, really. So, because the door system was damaged, so we couldn't control our doors. Now, our challenge is that we have an enemy system hacking our med bay. Well, fortunately, it's our med bay and nothing more foundational. Ouch. Okay, so like this. So now we are opening doors over here to deprive this room of oxygen. We don't want to take oxygen away from the entire ship. And that's the problem. We can't really do it selectively either. Now this ship is one that we can't board. And that's a problem. Because boarding ships is kind of our thing. It's a robot-controlled ship, so all we can do is damage systems. Ow, that's annoying. Annoying little ion weapon that they have. Oh dear. Our health, our med base killing our folks. No! No! Damn, that was... Ah. It was turning our med bay against the folks inside it. Yeah, the new, the heavy iron is pretty good. It takes out their shields pretty well, but now we've gone and bugger me lost our crew because of their hacking. And I'm really, really upset about that. Yeah, it does miss sometimes. Ions are a little bit more prone to missing. Oh my god, this fight is getting to us, it really is. Damn it. I'm sorry, we failed to avenge them. We failed to avenge them, my friends. But we can do another one. We can do another one. So that we did play on hard difficulty. So, you know, these are the things. Hard difficulty is pretty difficult because you get fewer resources and your enemies get better quicker. You know, maybe I'm just, yeah. Let's do a normal run. So. So what kind of ship shall we choose? Let me know. Ooh. That hat was getting kind of warm. Not gonna lie. Yeah, stealth can be really fun. So that's this one. And of course we can rename it. So, I'm a big fan of tea. I'm even drinking my water out of a teacup. So invisibility. There we go. This is the name of our ship, our invisibility. And so, so this ship is crewed exclusively by human beings, at least to start with. I think this is a pretty fun one. So this, okay, so this is a ship that has stealth. It doesn't have shields. Let's see. Yeah. And this has a level like a glaive beam, a level 4 glaive beam. One of the most powerful weapons of war ever created, known to take out some ships at a single blast. We are going to mash the shit out of some folks. I apologize profusely for the swearing. And then, okay. So, I'll let you think, dear Capitan Burta. Would you like to be our captain? Would you like to be our our weapons specialist? Or would you like to be King, our engine man? So now we can see a bit further. This ship comes with level 2 sensors. So we can see a bit more of what's going on. And this is our stealth system. Instead of shields, this ship uses stealth. That's just how the cookie crumbles on this one. I think I'm gonna go down here. Your arrival is greeted by numerous computer alerts. The nearby automated rebel scout has used a local satellite to deploy a virus to disrupt your shield system. But we don't have a shield system! Joke's on you, dear ship. We don't have a shield system. So the trick with stealth systems is that you want to engage them right when your opponent is about to fire upon you. Because then you can keep charging your almighty glaive beam weapon of death, and they will miss. So stealth means that you basically boost your chances of evading your enemy by like 50%. It's really powerful, like that. Or 60% actually. Of course, that doesn't help as much against beam weapons. But now we can fire, and you can see what this weapon is capable of. Let's see. I think we can get this to stretch across 4 compartments. Just a single shot like that. It's gone. So, Captain once more, you say. Let's get it rolling. So that'll be Kirby. We're again. Yeah, you'll be better at your job for sure. Capitan Burta, welcome to the crew. Anybody else who would like to join the crew, then let me know and I will add you. Though for now, I think we should upgrade our power supply so we can get better stealth systems. Now we can also eventually get shields for the ship. We'll just have to pay through the nose to get them. It's really expensive to upgrade into to tech into shields. So there's a refugee ship drifting through the system. We'll hail them. It advances, weapons bristling from its hull. It's a pirate ambush. Okie dokie. So basically, when they start gearing up to firing their weapons, or when they fire their weapons, we immediately hit the cloak button. In the meantime, we're just going to see. We just want to hit as many rooms as possible. So that basically means 4 rooms like this, I think. Ah, they hit us anyway. Ouch. Retarget their weapon systems. We shall leave none alive. We will not accept surrender. I'm gonna let a bit more air come into this room. And we're gonna heal good old Mr. King. Possible ship detected. That's sweet music to my ears. Rebel ship. Personally, I'd have stuck with the Federation, but I'm a soldier, sir, and I'm no use without a war to fight. Raise your shields. Okay. Ooh, they have a drone. They'll just continue to shoot at us, which is really annoying. But we dodged that one. Let's see, what can we do for our weapon systems here? We can hit 5 systems like this. I think that's pretty good. And we just cloak for a bit so we don't take any more damage. And then eventually we will shoot upon the enemy and it'll be fun times. Ow. And they are gone. Yes, very good. Return to stations, everybody. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It doesn't seem to want to engage you and your ship. We're going to demand the surrender of their goods, though. Ooh. So we may not actually have a weapon that's capable of taking them out before they charge. They're FTL. Ow! That's right in a... Okay, okay. Well. Damn it! We shoot up there, or we repair the system, and they just take it out again. Fuck me. They say that ship wasn't outfitted for combat, but I'm gonna say au contraire. They most definitely were outfitted for combat. Gonna send Beth over for a medical checkup. And we're gonna restart our oxygen supply. It's good to have you back, Capitan. Ouch. Just lost our sensors there for from a courtesy of a firebomb. But now we'll strike back. Oh, yeah, we'll take an additional crew member. Thank you. And then we will vent out some rooms here. So now we have an NG on our team. They are really good at repairing things, but they're useless in combat, basically. As we also saw when in the last playthrough, where our mantises, they just laid complete waste to the poor things. So where do we want this guy? Let's put him... Yeah, let's put him on sensors. Sure. Why not? Cool. Let's see. Scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hastily messages you, "Stay out of this or you'll be next. Concentrate fire on... Attack the pirates!" So we're gonna aim for hitting 3 rooms, just taking out the ship in one go, basically. And we're gonna make sure to hit that C button right there. Woo! And then our glaive weapon will come alive and kill. With the pirates gone, you signal the station. We appreciate what you've done, but there's just be another ship. We're looking for profit from our isolation soon enough. Sorry, we can't give you more. That's so bleak, you know? Thank you for saving us, but it doesn't matter. That's yeah, quite an indictment of the state of the universe, I guess. Let's go to this distress beacon. See if we're gonna help somebody. Give them fuel. Yeah, we can give them fuel. And then they give us scrap. Okay. Possible ship. Yeah, let's go to that. Possible ship. Ooh. So, we can hire them to delay the rebels. We can use them to scout out the sector. We can fight the ship, or we can say that we've no need for the services. I'm going to say delay the rebels, please. Because then we get more opportunities. We're basically sending them on a suicide mission to try and hold up the rebels. Oh. Looking for a mercenary ship to aid you, eh? Reasonably equipped. Afraid of carrying a shipment of my goods is a week late. The fools flew through a pirate-filled sector in their haste, and I fear for the cargo safety. Okay, yeah, we can accept. So that'll be added to the next sector. So we get a quest in our next, you know, after we jump. We're not going to take kindly to the idea of pirates looking to extort toll fees from us. No. Too bad. You will regret this decision. No. Who is going to be regretting this one, I wonder? And fire! I will not accept surrender. Sorry, we don't have the resources. Ooh, there's a store over there though. That's fun. So we could go for a distress beacon, and then the store, and then the exit. I think that's good.
Haha! I knew someone would fall into a dastardly trap. It appears this distress beacon was nothing but a decoy for a pirate ambush.
Alright then. Shall we fire? And remember, people, don't forget, I would love to name some of our crew. We have 3 crew members yet unnamed. So let me know and we will give it a go. Until then, we'll do something like that. And we will avoid their lasers. So, they fire theirs, but we fire ours, and they're gone. Store time. Yeah, so you see shields here, 125 to install it from scratch. That's a heck of a lot. It's slightly less than a cloaking system though. A cloaking system costs 150. It's the most expensive system that you can buy. So, yeah. What do we want? A drone recovery arm wouldn't be too bad, actually. No, sorry. I thought that was a silly me. I thought that would be a scrap recovery arm. Nah. Okay. At this rate, what we want is extra power to engines. Extra power to that. Extra power to that. Okay. And then we're gonna take one of those. All right. To the exits we go. Dock with refueling platform. No. We don't have any currency, so. Ah! I'm happy that you like this type of game for the stream and how I run it. I'm glad to do that because this is just a good time for me, and I have the option of interacting a little bit with you. It's a good streaming game, this one, and it just lends itself really nicely to the kind of stuff that I like to do, which is engage with you guys. So that's lovely. Let's see, possible ship detected, and there's a quest over there, so let's pursue those. Ooh, track them as we move to engage. Let's see, spot a rebel ship in the nebula ahead and stay off their radar. Try to engage. Yeah, let's try to track them as we move to engage. As soon as they see you, they make a run for it. You squeeze what you can out of the malfunctioning sensors and are able to keep track of them long enough to get in firing range. Alright. That should be a bullseye. And now we just have to wait for our glaive to charge and for them to go bye-bye. No. Ah, they survived. I guess we should station Luanti on door duty at this point, because we'll be spending a lot of time in nebulas. They offer us cargo if we let them live. Yeah, okay, we could use the fuel at this point. And that's not too bad for a reward, so let's go with it. Uh-huh. So, time to get some folks into a med bay. And back to stations. We're carrying on Boulder's Brass. Ooh, your ship emerges quite far away from the beacon. You see a rebel ship waiting nearby, undoubtedly stationed to look for you. So we can cloak to stay hidden. Yeah, let's see what happens. Because we don't have that much. We don't have a lot of hull integrity left. You know, our ship is basically falling apart all around us. So, let's go to the quest. You arrive at the last known location of the merchant's delivery. We scan for a lost ship. You find a severely damaged ship floating among the debris. The crew hails you. I can't believe that cheap bastard sent someone after us. I thought we would freeze to death. If you helped us complete the delivery, we'll share the reward and join your crew. So, we can promise to deliver the cargo and ask if anyone would be interested in joining the crew, or we can take the cargo but drop them off at a nearby station. So, do we want cargo or do we want crew? Okay. Il Capitan has spoken. So, they upload the delivery destination once on board. One takes you upon your offer, and the rest you drop off at a nearby station. Add a quest marker to the map. Oh, it's right next to the exit. That's convenient. And then we get the Noemi. Noemi. Noemi? Possible ship detected. Okay. A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebulas before pushing his wares. I'm not going to take any push. It's a slug called Gumbo. We're going to have to take him on with 2 people. And we aim to kill. And to please. Ouch! Yeah, we have a lot of hull damage at the moment. It's not really sustainable. But at least we got some stuff. So that's good. Yeah, we should try to keep fighting to a minimum. We should definitely avoid fighting in something like this, where there's like iron storms and everything, because that might even stop us from powering our weapons. So, yeah. We're gonna have to go this way. Ooh, we can use our improved clothing here. Cloaking, not improved clothing. Cloaking to get into a rebel space station without this auto hacker seeing us. And we get a defense drone. It's very nice. You find the station that has ordered your cargo. You drop it off and they respond.
Ignoring the fact that this is days late, we really appreciate that you delivered our materials. We realize how dangerous this sector is these days. Take this as payment.
Ooh, fuel for scrap. Yes, I'll take it. And then a store. Okay. Yeah. We will take a store. Now a defense drone can actually be really nice, but that of course requires a drone bay, and we don't have that. But stealth weapons is amazing for us because we have stealth that allows us to use our weapons without compromising our stealth capabilities. Very good. Okay. We could also sell our long-ranged scanners. It's of course a nice thing to have. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Stealth weapons, automated reloader, and then we're just gonna fix as much as possible. Actually, I'm even going to give away those scanners, just so we can get a little bit more. Whee! Now we should be in a better place. And we can revisit the store if something comes. Ooh, powerful weapons against these pirates. Let's see. This is an annoying type of ship to have to take on. I think the best thing we can do is to target as many rooms as possible. And they're going to be able to hit us again now. But the ion doesn't hit anything, and oh, that one does. Okay. Trying to escape, but they can't. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. So what do we have? We detected faint life signatures from an intact piece of the hull. They were transporting prisoners, and the sole survivor offers to join your crew as a first step on their path to get revenge. Oh dear. So we get fuel, we get drones, we get scrap, hull repair drone, which we could sell, and then Hasifa, a rock man. Beautiful. You know what, we'll keep him in the door section, and then we'll put Duan Chi in our cloaking section. It doesn't improve the functionality of it, but it does, you know, it does allow him to repair it if something happens. What do we have here? Plasma Storm, Scout, Automated Rebel Scout. Oh dear. I think we can fight it. You know, it's not a great fight for us, but we can take it. And then let's see. Like that. Ooh. Okay. So they're gonna shoot twice now. And they're dead. Good. No fuss. Back to the exit and on we go. We're gonna upgrade our power so we can power more of our systems. And then, ooh, rock controlled or rebel controlled. Let's go to rock controlled. We have a rock man now. We might find some friends. Small civilian ship flies over as soon as you arrive. They're out of FTL and can't jump. But we can give them fuel. We don't have much, but we have some. We are upgrading our reactor. Ooh, that's worth it. That's really good. Receive a message from a small refugee convoy. We'd like to help you on your mission, but don't have much to offer. Do you have extra metal, perhaps? to work on the ship. Ah, they can upgrade our reactor, but we don't have enough. Let's try to go to this unvisited location and then we'll visit the store. Get some fuel. Amanda's ship here is adorned with rock body parts. It would be a gorier display if they had internal organs, but the message is clear enough. This is a hunter of a very specialized kind. And then we can put our rock crew member on the comm. Okay, if we use 1 fuel per movement, right? So every turn, every time we move to a new system, or even back to an old system, we use 1 fuel. It's as simple as that. And if we don't have any fuel, we can't move. So we're stuck until somebody comes by who can help us, just like we helped someone else. Yeah. The 2 aliens face one another over the vid screen.
Cave-dwelling pebble man!
Yells the furious Mantis captain.
See? I paint my ship with your companions. I paint my ship with you!
It's like Skeletor or something. So in this one, we'll probably have to hit something like this. So we can damage the shield system and then hit the others. I think that's our best bet. Kaboom! Now they have this firebomb thing. I think it's a firebomb, at least. Oh, it's an ion bomb. Okay. Alright then. But they didn't really employ their NG very efficiently at all. So we're quite okay. Now we have a hull repair drone. Yeah, okay. We have some. We can leverage some resources in the store. Yeah, they don't have much that's interesting actually. I mean, shield systems obviously, but it's not too meaningful. Ooh. A rock ship is silhouetted against a sun in supernova. They hail.
Even out here you follow us. We only wish to be left alone.
Out of panic or anger, they charge their weapons. So, we will have to make good use of our cloak this time. Yeah, I'm sorry, Aaron. The last run didn't go too well. We ended up in quite the pickle. And we ended up with our mantises dying, and yeah. It's good that we have you, dear Captain, and now we also have a Rockman to help you. He doesn't get harmed by fire, so he can take over on the, well, on fire duty. Oops, over there. There we are. Yeah, one more strike and they should be out for good. Ooh, and so and so the supernova hits us. Where can we jump to? Well, anywhere's better, I would guess. So let's just get out of here. Gotta put out the fire. So, Capitan? Yes, we wanted to avenge our teammates, but we got destroyed. It was a sad, sad day for our little effort. For our waffle iron. But now we have, or our wobbly waffle. But now we have the invisibility. In recognition of our favorite beverage. I've always enjoyed the rock theme, it's just really fun. Yeah, Aaron, who would you like to be? We've got rocks, we've got NG, we've got, yeah, we've got, we also have our little green energyman. And we've got Naomi and our little king on the engines. NG! Okay, yeah, I'll get on it. I'll get on it. Roger that. 2 missiles to fire they have. Let's see what we can do. Bagger! It took out the weapon system that meh. Okay, I'm gonna give you your very own robot guy. Don't you worry. Damn, those guys are good at repairing. Hit him, please. And they're down. Okay. Soon we'll actually have saved up enough to get ourselves some shield systems, which would be amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot about renaming you for the NG. Strangely, scans indicate there are no life forms aboard this pirate ship. You salvage anything useful, but find no clues as to the whereabouts of the former crew. Oh. Okay. There you go, Aaron. You got yourself an NG. Ooh. You intercept chatter from an approaching rock ship. Weapons moving in to engage. Arm the tubes. There's no talking to these guys. Okay, they've got 2 sets of shields. We'll want to get some additional weaponry soon enough, because this kind of stuff can really start hurting us soon. Ah, bugger me! That lost us our weapon system. Well, Aaron, it's nice to have you aboard. Let's see. Ooh, that was lucky. That one's gonna hurt though. Okay, not too much. Come on, just please don't hit my glaive. Oh. Man alive. Boy, oh boy, is it hard for me to articulate how annoying this is. Okay. This is it. He says, and then it does nearly nothing. But okay, I can live with that. Oh yeah, you're both pulling every bit of your weight. I feel like I'm, if anything, I'm pulling down the crew at this point. We'll not accept surrender. I think we'll take the bet and see if we can find something better than that, what they're offering here. From the wreckage. Ooh, 29 scrap. That's really good. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna put 2 additional points into our engines, so that I'll give you some better tools for evading enemy fire. Ooh, crew members. Gozar. You know, I don't think an extra crew member is gonna help us that much. And you know, specialized in shields. I mean, look who we are. We don't have shields. So. This nebula turns out to be the hiding place of a terrified rock crew taking refuge from the Sultan border police. They don't seem prepared to risk your leaving with their coordinates and open fire. Okay, this is some heavy weaponry they've got here. We won't last long against this. But, But of course, we can try to stop him a bit. We'll have to bear the small laser. And then... Ah! Okay. But that missile has to be evaded. Oh no. They're still charging the missile. Yes, yes, we do level up characters. So you can see that you have evaded so many things. You've evaded 16 shots, to be precise, on your own power, you know, without even taking into account the cloaking. And so you have attained the skill level of 2, and that gives us, well, 7+ points to evasion. And similarly, Aaron here is very close to having repaired 18 different systems, and that means when he does, he'll become more efficient at repairing. So that'll be great. Let's hope this one doesn't hit us. If it does, no, I don't want to accept death. I'm just leaving. Whee! The Sultan are fascinated by other species and set up an alien knick-knack shop. Okay. You know, I would really love to get my hands on some smaller weapons that could take care of some shields or something. Doesn't look like we're gonna get that though. Oh, bugger me, they've disabled our cloak. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to target weapons and hacking. No, we're not. We are going to target their shields. Yeah, the hacking can be really annoying. It can. But the good news is that, you know, right now they're hacking the system while it's on cooldown anyway, so it's not actually doing that much to harm us. Okay, we don't need to put that out. We can just send our dear rock man there and away and open the doors. Okay, now we have them. Yeah, the hacking thing can it basically has the power to occasionally turn your systems against you. So oops. Ow. So that means that if you have, say, a med bay and it hacks your med bay, you know, you'll know which system it's on, right? By it attaching to it. That's pretty intuitive. And if it attaches to a med bay and your troops are in it, they can't open the doors unless they break them down, and the med bay will actively kill them. So it's an overall, just all-round really nasty little system. Let's do something to increase our doors. Oh, wait, is there fire here? There's fire there, okay. So now we're just managing a little bit of fire here. Oh, fire in the oxygen room. That's not good. Gotta do something about that. King also needs healing. Whole bunch of folks need healing. Hasif could also use a little bit, but it's really minimal. 2 hit points. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, my friends, we have ourselves an energy ship. You can take one guess as to what inspired these. I mean, this is basically like ripped straight out of the Borg from Star Trek. Let's see. They have mainly iron weapons, and then oh, that beam there. I don't like that beam. We want to address that as soon as possible. Can we reach that? Basically, the answer is no. So the best we can probably do is to deal a lot of damage to them. Damn it. I hoped that would take out their beam, but it didn't. Of course, we can just keep shooting at that one. But it's going to take a while. Because we need to damage the shields in order for our beam to do more damage. And in the meantime, their beam is doing a heck of a lot of damage to us. And that's not what I like to call sustainable. So this is the kind of fight that we're just going to go away from.
Prepare to die.
Oh god. Okay, I think our cloak will charge before that huge laser does, but that laser has the power to end us. So we're gonna be a bit wary of that. But I think we can manage. There we go. Right in your face. Now we've got you by the balls, your little robot balls. Or whatever that is. Yeah, we need some hull repair, but we also need resources, and we need to gather more of that, and we do that through combat more than anything. I would really love to get a number of things before hitting that store. I would love to have more resources, but we're not going to take it too far. Not going to push our luck too much. Refugee ship. Fleeing rebel advance. Yeah, we can hail them. But it's a Zoltan ship. Of course, of course. Cuts communications, powers our weapons. Story of my life. Let's see. Can we hit all 5 these systems? No. So we're gonna hit these 4 then. But this should be doable. This should be doable. You might notice that our evasion is now on 99% when we're under cloak, so that's pretty good. Our problem is that won't necessarily save us from the missile that is to come. So that for 39%. You know, that's more than 1 in 3 missiles that we would dodge, but let's see. Whee! Perfect. Good job. And there goes their missile. And there goes our glaive. Okay. No, we can't really flee right now because we don't have any fuel. Yeah. So we need to win. Aaron is now a level 2 repair NG. We did not get fuel, but we got fuel from the refugees. That's good. We continue. So now we have some flexibility. Okay, let's see what we get. Page 2. Yeah, we're gonna make a little bit of a comeback. Now we're gonna get some shields. And gonna get a bit of fuel, gonna get a bit of fixing. Right. Off we go. Gonna upgrade our power. Ooh, your jump interrupts the Sultan security ship as it follows a Mantis pirate into an asteroid field. They message you.
Your presence here will continue to be tolerated, but please do not interfere.
I'm gonna interfere and help the Sultan ship. We're gonna see what happens. You overtake the Sultan to catch up with the Mantis ship in the asteroid belt. It's time to make some friends. Yeah, I'm thinking that the shield is going to help us a lot. Especially in situations like this where there are asteroid fields and whatnot. We can even sacrifice a bit of power from our oxygen supply. Just occasionally. We're living on the edge. You know, living on the edge. Yeah. Let's see. What are we gonna do? We're gonna target this shield system and progress toward their weapon system. We're gonna hope we're gonna take out their beam, because that can really wreck some stuff in our ship. We don't want that. But it doesn't. Take out their beam. Oof. That's a tough one. Get that under control. Cloak, please. Reestablish shield. Let's see what they target. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. And then they go. But man, we took some damage. Those beam weapons are just nasty. But I suppose we know because we are using them to great effect. So. A message broadcast from a nearby planet announces the presence of an ancient Sultan monastery available for visiting. Likely just a tourist trap, but still too bad you don't have the time to visit. Sultan tourist traps. Here we go. Over here. Let's see what it is. You arrive at the Zoltan research facility. They say that they're recharging researching genetic distortion due to the stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. They ask if your crew has time to undergo a few scans. Yeah, we can participate. We line up for the Sultans to take their readings. After a short time, the process is done. They contact you. Thank you for your participation in our study. Please accept these small cakes made from stiff dough as well as some scrap. You arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. But a ship with conspicuous pirate markings is orbiting a nearby moon, broadcasting a simple message claiming to have equipment for sale. Oh, let's hail the ship. Maybe?
Yes, we have expensive stock. Come aboard and see our wares.
Ah, this seems dangerous. But it's 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna leave the stream behind soon. What do you say, Capitan Burza? Are we gonna take our leave, or are we gonna dock with the ship? This might be the last thing we do in this run. Number one. We should risk it. Like docking with the ship? Okay. Okay, let's dock with the ship. A human in an exquisite suit meets you on board.
Welcome to our ship. We specialize in drones of all kinds. Can I interest you in any?
So we can buy drone parts or a schematic for a defense drone. I think I'm going to... I don't think I'm going to buy that. I think we can sell that for 25. Yeah, I suppose, Aaron, you're right. It's a logical decision to do because it might offer us repairs. Just as it happens, our repairs are not forthcoming. Oh my god.
I'm sorry to hear that. Pleasant journeys.
Once back at the helm, a series of explosions rocks your ship. A pirate ship has powered its weapons. You receive a message.
You shouldn't waste people's time, Captain.
So much for logical decisions. Right, that's it. Our ship has broken apart. One last explosion marks your fate as your ship is torn apart. I think with the You tried your best, number one. You tried your best. I am truly unresponsible. Yeah, I take your word for that. Yeah, we were not really given much of a choice on that one. Well, my dear friends, I believe we have brought this evening to a conclusion. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this little stream of ours. I have been Captain Total Waffle, exploding before you in a blaze of glory, and I hope to see you again soon. So have a lovely time, and thank you for riding the the ship that shall now be known as the lack of responsibility. Have a lovely time, everybody. Yeah. Look out for the community posts if you want to know when exactly I end up streaming. Yeah, or keep an eye out on the live page, on the channel page generally. Irresponsibility. Yeah, that's another ship name. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Everybody, be kind to yourselves, be good to those you love, and I will see you down the line. Cheerio.